let's move on. I don't know where to go from here. Yemi Penn is an engineer by profession and an entrepreneur by passion, living what she preaches as a transformation coach. She's self-made despite the obligatory fuck-ups in life. She manages 3 successful businesses whilst mothering her 2 children. Please welcome to the stage Team 30's Yemi Penn.
Uncle's favourite girl were the words I would hear that would make me freeze dead in my tracks as 7-year-old Yemi in red-hot Africa. I would lose what should be an innate ability to be sexual. He would abuse his sexual power and make me lose mine. I would lose the license to self-pleasure for thinking that there was something wrong with that. This loss of personal power will play full out in my teenage and my adult years, and it would cause me to want to hide and shrink and constantly be in the shadows for fear that Uncle might see me or someone else might see me. Fast forward 3 decades, I am no longer 7-year-old Yemi, and I'll be damned if I choose to stay in a place of suffering when the pain really and truthfully is long gone. You see, pain happens to each and every one of us, but suffering is when we decide to stay in that pain and relive it over and over again, and do it from the most disempowering place. It doesn't erase the trauma, but it sure gives me a life that I need to lead on purpose. And my purpose is to empower women and men to change their circumstances, to change their story from one of victimhood to one of victory. 6 years ago, I would move down under to the other side of the world with my then 7-year-old daughter and my 7-month-old son. I was heading for divorce. I was on the brink of being an outlaw for not sticking to this memo I call life. The memo goes something like this. You are born to 2 well-adjusted parents. You have some siblings. You get a good education. We assume that the education is recognized worldwide for you to get a really great career. You find the love of your life. You get married. You have 2.4 kids. You have the white picket fence. You climb up the corporate ladder. You retire, and then you hand this memo to your kids. Did you get that memo? Because I fucking didn't. It would take years of personal development and healing to find my authentic power. A power that would support me in finding my sexuality and allow me to be successful in ways that my mind would have never imagined possible, and even to the extent that I didn't even think my DNA allowed. You see, I believe there is an inherent connection between our sexual power and our freedom. For when we are one with who we really are and what our body can emit, are we then truly free to live our life on purpose? One day through my healing, I would reconnect with a man that would see me. A man that would really see me. When we would embrace, our bodies would create and exchange a mass amounts of energy. We didn't know what it meant at the time, but we knew it felt right. We knew it felt good. His higher self would tell me that it was okay to let go, but I was too scared for fear of being seen. When in reality, all we want to do is to be seen and to be heard, right? It was a hot Australian summer day when we would take a drive to our favourite spot at the national park. It's where we went for peace and quiet, where we went to reconnect and talk about our fears, our dreams, and our desires. He felt so safe that I would lean in and kiss him gently. He would pull me close, causing me to have heat rise and greet between my thighs. He would feel my hips wiggle, picking up the sign that I was ready to go. Standing at attention, he would grunt lovingly, making me go wild that bit more. We would shuffle into the public toilets, assume our position, and create pure ecstasy. Mine's a little bit clean. You see, staying in a place of suffering would have robbed me of what I believe is true and natural ecstasy. Despite trauma at a young age, letting go, being free and open, to be seen and to be heard, would help me unearth the sexual goddess that I am. One who has the hips to carry a nation, one who has the breasts to feed a community, and one who has a heart to give hope. Thank you.